which I commonly encounter from a lot of co-participants and co-athletes is on the macros. It's all about the macros, right? People really don't talk about macros, but folks ask me if carbohydrates are really necessary for humans, or is it only a fat high or a protein intense diet that helps people? So can you throw some light on the percentage of macros that humans need to take or practicing athletes need to take?
So basically, that macronutrients are something like which we require in large quantities. Okay, so it depends from person to person again. Okay, existing body composition, as I mentioned before, it depends on existing body composition. Okay, for example, like if you look at the carbohydrates, every macronutrient will have different functions. Okay, so carbohydrates will help you to fuel your body. Okay, it will help you to spend energy. It will help you to produce a lot of ATP molecules. Of course, like fat cells also metabolize to give you ATP molecules. That is on secondary note. So initially, to be more precise and to be more specific, like carbohydrates will help you with the fueling your body. Okay, and fats will have different use for better hormonal health, like to provide cushion to your body. Internal fat, like adipose fat in the adipose tissue. Fat from the food will help you in a lot of ways again. Okay, similarly protein. Okay, proteins are like it will help you to build something. Okay, it will help you with a lot of anabolic reactions, to grow muscle, to grow your hair, to grow your nails. So, and it depends from person to person. For example, protein. Protein is a major macronutrient. Okay, so the amount of protein that a person require would be based on their existing body composition.
Okay.
To be more
and the weight, right? People
exactly.
usually talk about the weight in pounds and the proportionate amount of protein that need to be taken.
So there is a minimum limit. Okay. One should require at least 0.8 grams of protein per body weight. Okay. Sure. And if you are into if you are an athlete, and for example if you are lifting weights, you are into resistance training, your requirement would be on a higher side. Okay, because there is a lot of muscle protein synthesis. You want to tear a lot of muscles and it needs recovery. So you need some better protein. Okay, maybe you may go up to 2 grams of protein per body weight. You can go up to maybe 3.5 grams of protein per body weight.
Purely depends on the lifestyle. That's what you meant, right? People who are sedentary and who's working out may not need as much as an active athlete, who's spending a lot of time or spending a lot of energy outside would need. So that'll. You meant to say that the physical activity would somehow burn up or dry up the muscle. Is that how it is?
Basically, if your activities are way too high, okay, and you're undereating and your macronutrients are not in a balance, okay, so you tend to lose muscle. Okay. So your protein will help you to recover your muscles. Okay, if you eat less protein, you tend to lose muscle because you're not giving enough proteins, enough amino acids to your muscles to recover. Okay, so proteins plays a major role, and your protein will not only help you to improve your muscle mass, whatever your hair is made up of protein. Proteins will break down into amino acids. So these amino acids, they reconstruct, and it will help you to grow hair.
Kind of biotins and all we speak of. Yeah, they constitute the hair growth.
Biotin is a different thing again. Okay, so it is also an amino acid, of course.
It's part of the BCW.
Exactly, it's a part of BCW. Exactly. So proteins will actually reconstruct, these amino acids reconstruct into different structures to help you with different anabolic reactions. Okay, so the minimum amount of protein would be 0.8 per kg body weight. Okay, similarly with the fat, so you need at least 30 grams of fat per day. Anywhere between 20 to 30 grams of fat. And carbohydrates are something psychological. Okay, if you are an athlete and you need a lot of carbohydrates, since you have to do a lot of activities. Okay, and your overall calories matters too in that case. Okay, so you have to maintain good calorie intake depending on your activity levels, and you have to split the macros depending on your overall calorie intake and depending on overall activities that you want to do.
So